Hello everybody. In this video, as you can probably tell from the title or whatever, I'm going to be going over the very basics of command blocks. I recommend this video if you're a complete beginner and have absolutely no clue about anything regarding command blocks. In this video, I'm going to teach you, well, try my best to teach you what everything means and how to properly use everything that regards command blocks. So to get us started, you want to pull up your chat menu and type slash. If by the way, in order to see all this when you click slash, you have to be an operator, in case you weren't aware of that, and you have to have operator commands on. And and this will work in survival, creative, all the modes. You can type in chat to do commands, and we're going to start with the slash give command because that is how we are going to get command blocks. So what you first want to do is of course type slash give, and the proper syntax for the slash give command is slash give, then who you want to give it to. As you can see here, at A is to everybody in the world regardless of the range, and here is all entities. All entities includes armor stands, zombies, players, and more. Not zombies, I meant like mobs. Friendly and not friendly. So then at P is the closest player. The at P is the closest player to the command block unless you specify otherwise, and I'll show you how to do that maybe in this video. The at R is a random player. It doesn't have to be a random player, it can also be a random entity if you choose to do so. But probably overcomplicating this, but this is what I'll be explaining in due time. And at S, which is what I will be using, or if you don't want to use, because at S is for yourself. And then if you don't want to use any of those, I want to do like one specific player, you can manually type it in or autofill. I will be using at S, and then here you can see a list of every single block in the game. What you just want to type is command underscore block, and then you press enter. But I might as well just go completely over the give command, and then as you can see here, after you specify the command, the player, then the item, it's going to ask you how many of command blocks I want. I only want one, and there we go. As you can see in chat, it says you have been given command block times 1, give command block times 1 to SQ123. So there you go, you got your first step to getting a command block. Now once you have it, you can use it. So this looks like a lot, and if it's your first time using these, you will probably be confused, but I'm here to explain it. First things first, before I continue, this is a tutorial for Bedrock Edition command blocks, because if you weren't aware, command blocks for Java Edition are significantly different than Bedrock Editions, and some commands are formatted differently. So this will only apply to Bedrock Edition. So what's the first thing we want to look at? I'm going to start from pretty much top to bottom. This is the left column. Here is the hover note. Basically, whatever you type here, you can type, anything here. It will show up on top of the command block like a name tag. It'll show you. This is basically just used for labeling, or this is a slash say command. If you it could be used to just label them, or if you want to say you have a Minecraft map and someone just leveled up, you could put something in the hover note, and as you can see here, what I typed here, we see WHREHR. It shows in chat that WHREHR said hi, because the command block is the hover note was that. See this? That's the hover note. Not super useful, in my opinion, unless you want to organize really well. But anyways, before we cover the block types, let's cover what conditional and redstone. So conditional mainly applies, I've only used it personally for the chain type command block, which I'll go over soon. Um, yeah, actually, I'll just save conditional for when we cover that. This redstone one means that, well, obviously, see right here, it says needs redstone, so it needs some sort of redstone pulse to be activated. You could use any kinds of redstone, so it'll say hi. Just add the button directly, it'll say hi. Basically, just think about it how you would power a redstone lamp. It activates the same way. You would activate a redstone lamp to power a command block. And then if you want it to just be always active, like once you put it to always active, it'll just run regardless of having a redstone signal. But as you can see, it said high because I put on always active. The delay and ticks mainly just, I'll go over that after I cover the different types of command blocks. So here is the block type of impulse, and as you may imagine, as you've probably seen, um, the impulse command block will only activate, will only activate one time. Oh, I forgot to slash say hi. Once will activate one time. See, it'll say hi every time I press the button. It's an impulse. With a pulse, it'll go off, and every pulse, it'll go off. And then, so yeah, that's just the impulse command block. Then there is the repeat command block. Right now, these are all set to means redstone, by the way. And every tick, it will say hi because the repeat command block will go off as long as it has a redstone signal. Well, obviously, because it's redstone. But it'll repeat every 10th of a second whatever is in this box. I have to slash say hi. So it's going to say hi, 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 hi. And like, remember the slash give command. I could put it slash give the closest player, bread. And if I switch into survival mode real quick, you can see every 10th of a second, it's giving me bread. So I have 18 bread. So yeah, that's how the repeating command block works. If you don't want it to do every 10th of a second, so a tick is 1/10 of a second. So right now it's on 0. But if you want it, so 1 second in real life is 20 ticks. So if I put it to that, it'll give me 1 bread every second. Well, let me put it on a lever so you can see that more properly. See, every second it's bread, 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 bread. So here you don't have to change this. It's just if you want it to be on a shorter delay or a longer delay. So that is how that works. And I accidentally deleted the command block, so I'm going to give myself it again. The next thing we're going to cover is the chain command block. Oops. So for this one, you could, the name pretty much explains it. I should probably say that. So with the chain command block, whatever you type in this one, so like I put slash say hi, it'll activate after. So if I put this one slash say chain, it will chain. See, it says hello because this one activated. This one will say chain. But if I get rid of this command block and then I power the chain one, it won't activate because it will only go off if it is chained into something. It's not like an impulse because an impulse will go off regardless if there's a chain command block. But the chain one will only go off if this one went off before it. There's some really, really useful things you can do with the chain command block. For example, before I begin that, the chain command block has basically, it's the only one that uses this condition. portion. Right now I have it set to unconditional, so regardless of if if I say in this box, you don't really have to. I'll just put. So if I put test for a zombie in the area, if I put test for a zombie, which as you can see here, there's no zombies. Only the chain one will go off. It'll say /chain. Even though it says no target match selector here, this box basically just gives you, like I said, their output. So if you put, like I put here, /test for all entities type equals zombie, it'll tell me that no targets match the selector of the command block because there's zombies in the area. But even though that's false, this will still activate because it's on unconditional. If I were to switch that to conditional, you will then see that it does not activate because no zombies were found in anywhere in the world. Since there are no zombies, since this is set to conditional, this will not say chain. As you can see in chat, nothing shows up because there's no zombies. And basically, that's it for how to interact with command blocks. I'll just quickly go over it one more time. The impulse command block will only go off, well, if you have it on assume needs redstone for everything. This will only go off one time. I should probably type something in this box. So it'll only go off one time, giving a redstone signal. And then there is the chain command block, which I will just leave on unconditional, /say chain, which will only go off if the command block behind it went off. So yes, and if I put it to conditional and I make this test for a zombie, type that real quick, then it will not say chain. But then if I were to spawn in a zombie, let me get the spawn egg. There's a zombie, so now it will say chain because there is a zombie. Once that zombie dies, it will then now not be true, so it won't go off. Then finally, the repeating command block, which you can put on always active. So if like I just put, you can apply these to all of them. So say hi, and it's going to say hi infinitely. And I'm just going to turn it off because that covers the entire screen. Which will just repeat any amount of time. It will just repeat, it will just repeat whatever you have in that box. But you can change the delay tick. Anyways, that's all for this first very basic video. I'm sure most of you that watch this already know how to do this stuff, but next tutorial video I will be going over some basic commands that pretty much are like everyday use. And so yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want. Catch y'all on the lesson. Peace.